Hi and welcome to Woman Unwrapped, and my name is Barbara. This week we'll be discussing prayer, but today's question is, what is prayer and why do we pray?
Wrapped up in mystery, priceless through history, a woman unwrapped.
So ladies, what is prayer and why do you pray? If I'd like to make it more personal, if that's okay with you. I know for me, we live in a society that's just so crazy. And I think when I go out, I need to pray. When I come back in, I thank God that I'm alive and I've come back in. And I do exactly the same for my family. So what are your personal thoughts on what prayer is and why do you pray?
I mean, for me, it's he's my friend. I know he's the Almighty, but to me, I have a relationship with him as a friend. I might not want to discuss anything with you, not here. So I talk to him as a friend, not expecting anything back from him in certain situations. Sometimes I pray to receive things, but for me, it's a friend.
Okay.
For me, prayer is quality time communicating with God. It's my personal quality time to communicate. Do it in different ways, different times, but it's my personal quality time with God.
You haven't said why you pray. Why do you pray?
To have that bond with God, to my burdens, my fears, things that happen through the course of the day, and just to release stress.
Okay. EJ, why do you pray?
I want to communicate with God so that I can communicate my feelings. God knows what I'm going through, but so that I can open up, I can talk, but really so that I can develop a relationship with God.
Okay,
I want to know the heart of God, really, and I want to develop a relationship with God so that God, supports me through my challenges,
right,
and I get to know the will He has for my life.
Okay, thank you.
That's why.
Well, I think it's a meaningful chat with God, just as I'm having a chat with a friend.
A chat?
Yeah, a chat with God. And to me, there is no specified format. You just start the dialogue with God, really. And why do I pray? I mean, I would be out of my mind to send my kids out there to school, out of the house, without committing them to God in prayer. I believe in taking control of my day with my prayer. So I charge myself in the mornings. There are so many atrocities out there, people just going and killing. And to me, as a Christian, the only way I'm assured of our safety, of our protection, is by handing my children over to God, handing my day, the entire day, to God in prayer.
For me, I know everyone's kind of touched on what prayer is to them, talking to a friend, and it is. But firstly, I'd like to say I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. I believe in God. So for me, he's my all. So of course, I'm gonna. Let me put it this way: I have someone there who knows everything about me, who listens to me despite whatever. This person that I know knows all my secrets. In fact, they know more about me than I know myself.
Yeah.
So prayer for me is talking to my God who you can say is like a friend, but just knows everything about my inner thoughts, my fears. I can tell him anything.
So why do you pray though?
I have to pray.
Why?
Particularly now. I mean, I've not always had a fantastic prayer life, don't get me wrong. I'm not holier than thou, but I had an experience a couple of years ago which caused me to do nothing else but call out and cry out. When God opened up and revealed himself to me, from that day on, every day I have to pray.
Okay.
Every day, and I have to pray. Toyin touched on praying for children. I have to pray for everything.
So
for my family, for my day, handing it over, and it's a complete surrender.
Okay.
Because of you know, the battle that's going on out in the world.
So I'm wondering, you spoke about your experience a couple of years ago. Why do you think society should embrace prayer?
I can't force that on people.
No.
But as I'm a God-fearing woman, and I understand the importance of prayer, the importance of communication, the importance of needing God's protection, needing God's guidance.
Right.
You know, because I don't know all things. I can't trust my own decisions sometimes. So I have to say, God, please direct me, lead me. I want to make the right choices, but only He can.
And it is a spiritual
lead me.
Yeah, and Barbara, you know, taking it further, why I pray, like, you know, I have 2 children. One is at home with us, the other is at uni. And, you know, even though I know if she were at home, you know, I don't watch over her. It's God that watches over them. So for me, as a Christian mother, the only way I can be assured of her safety is to do what I know how to do best. Talk to my Father. So I communicate with God regarding her. I ensure that I pray with her regularly, you know, and that's the only way I can be assured of the fact that she's going to be okay. You know, I pray with her. I have prayer appointments with her. I pray with her. I pray for her, you know, and same at home as well. You know, so it goes without saying that I can't survive without prayer.
So answering your question, Barbara, you asked, well, what is prayer? So basically,
communication and talking with
it's
God.
having a little gassing.
With God, and for me, it's building a relationship, taking time out. It's also like when I first, I've always been brought up as a Christian, but for me, when I found it for myself, it's stepping stones. Stepping stones, and taking time. It can be a slow process for you to have that bond with your God.
Absolutely. Sarah touched on something about taking of the time. My challenge with my prayer life was that I found that if I didn't pray first thing in the morning, other things would get in the way.
Right.
So I made a conscious effort that I would not speak to any human being before I spoke to God. Sometimes
Do you keep that?
I have to, because sometimes I go down. You know, on occasion you forget, but I don't. If I don't do it, I don't start my day right. There's a chance that I'll start with the wrong attitude, for example. Sometimes I'm lying down and I haven't gotten on my knees, I haven't gotten out of the bed, but I'll talk to God. Sometimes I want to reach for my mobile phone to check a message. I'm thinking, no, you speak to God first. So
That's good discipline.
I had
very
to
good
do that because I was often getting up and starting my day without checking in with God. Now, when I do that, I start the day in a calmer
better as well, don't you?
frame of mind. Yeah, I start the day, you know, in a calmer frame of mind.
And I like
that's really good actually, because for me, my prayer life has grown. In fact, over the last few months, I've been very intentional about my prayer life because it's so easy with children, a husband, work. It's so easy to jump out of bed and just go for it. Just go and do what you need to do. But now I take more time out. As you know, I do a lot of walking now, and I communicate with God. I listen to music and I listen to His Word, and I feel so elevated when I've done that.
Can I just
it's so
say,
important.
It is, but let's not beat up ourselves about it, because sometimes, you know, as life is with us, you will get out of bed, and you know, you're running late,
Of course,
and you forget to pray, and that's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay because you could have a little chat with God while you're getting dressed, or while you're brushing your teeth, or whatever. So, you know, I'm just saying, if you don't do it first thing in the morning, like EJ or myself.
I like what EJ said, saying checking in with, you know, God.
Just
You know,
check
so
in
it's like checking
first.
in. I like it.
It helps. It's helped me.
That's lovely. I think we've covered it, ladies. Thank you so much indeed for your discussion on prayer, and your personal experiences has been great. Thank you very much.
Right.